Hi, my name is Robin, and welcome to English Grammar Now. Today, we're going to be talking about what is happening. This is the present continuous tense in English. So, what is a verb tense? Tense is how we describe the time of a verb. We've seen the present simple tense of a verb already. We've used to be to talk about now. For example, in the sentence, she is 15 years old. That's present. It's right now. But today we're going to talk about the present continuous, which is when we are talking about something that happens for a longer time, or something that isn't finished yet. For example, she is reading a book. This is happening now, but it's also happening for a longer time. This is how we make the present continuous. We put the to be verb together with another verb, and at the end of the second verb, we add ing. So, remember, we have to match the to be verb with different pronouns. I am, he is, they are. And if we want to add the negative into these sentences, not comes directly after the to be verb. Let's look at some examples. She's talking on the phone. She's talking on the phone. So although the to be verb is very short, it's still in there. She's talking. They're taking the bus. So they plus are, they're taking. And the last example, it's raining. It plus is, it's raining. Let's compare the present simple with the present continuous. The meaning is a little different. We could say, she runs. She runs. The meaning of this sentence is that she runs regularly. Maybe she does it many times in the week, or she has been doing it for a long time. She runs means that she does it regularly. But if we change it into present continuous, she is running. It means that she is running right now. She started sometime before now, and she has not finished running yet. The same is true for the second example. He works. It means he has a job, so he works regularly. Maybe he works every day. But if we change it into present continuous, he is working, it means he is doing work right now. He started it sometime in the past, and he hasn't finished working yet. So right now, he is working. So the present simple is used for things that are done often, or things that are always true. The present continuous is used for things happening right now, and things that will probably continue into the future. When we add ing to the ending of different verbs, we have to be a bit careful with the spelling. There are some regular verbs that don't have any unusual changes, like changing watch into watching. We can easily add ing at the end. Or cook changes to cooking. Eat changes to eating. And sleep changes to sleeping. However, some verbs have an unusual change. For example, sometimes there is a vowel change. For verbs with a vowel at the end, they might lose that vowel, like the E at the end of come. When it changes into coming, the E goes away. Same with the verb drive. The E is not in the word driving. For verbs with an E at the end, when the letter before it is also a vowel, we'll change it to Y. Like in the verb lie. When it changes to lying, it changes into a Y. Then we have some verbs that add an extra letter. These are verbs that have a consonant at the end and a vowel before it. So in example, for the word run, R-U-N, it has a vowel and then a consonant at the end. So when it changes into running, we need to spell it with 2 N's. The same thing happens for sit, changing to sitting, swim, changing to swimming, and put, changing to putting. So be careful for those unusual spelling changes when we add ing. Try it out. Now that you know about the present continuous, can you make a sentence to describe what each of these 4 people is doing right now? Take a look at the picture and see if you can write a sentence in the present continuous. Here's the answers for those pictures. We could say, Ryan's drinking orange juice. Kelly's playing football. Caleb's exercising. Stephanie's waiting for the bus. You can see that for each of these sentences, we've used is, because we're talking about one person in each of these sentences. We've also shortened is with each of the names. This is the most common way that we use the present continuous. We shorten to be with the pronoun or the noun at the beginning. When we want to ask a question using the present continuous, we change the order of the words in the same way that we ask a question in the present simple. When we have the sentence, I am studying, and we want to change it into a question, the to be verb goes to the beginning. However, it is separated from the main verb. Studying stays at the end of the question. So the question becomes, am I studying? When we write questions with present continuous, we start with the to be verb, then the pronoun, and then the main verb. Am I studying? Is the dog sleeping? Are they coming? Don't forget that when we write questions, we need to put a question mark at the end and a capital letter at the beginning, even though we've changed the order of the words. We can also add question words to make our questions more complex. For example, we could say, who is that man talking to? When is the party starting? How are you doing? That's a question we use all the time, and it's using the present continuous. How are you doing? Now it's your turn to try it out. For each of these, we have the answer given. You can write a question that uses the present continuous. Don't forget the proper word order. If there is a question word, that comes at the beginning. Then comes the to be verb, then the pronoun, and then the main verb with ing at the end. So give it a try. See if you can write these questions that match with the answers. Here's how we could write the questions that match with these answers. The question is, are you staying? And the answer is, yes, I'm staying. The question is, why is she wearing a coat? The answer is, she's wearing a coat because she's cold. The question is, when is he working? And the answer is, he's working in the morning on Friday. So you can see how the word order changes in each of these questions. It begins sometimes with a question word, then the to be, then the pronoun, and then the main verb that ends with ing. Let's take a look at an example conversation that includes several examples of the present continuous. Here we have two people talking on the phone. Hi, are you busy? No, I'm not busy right now. I'm looking for my keys. I can't find them. Are you looking in your desk? Yes, I'm looking everywhere. Where is your bag? It's hanging by the door. Oh, the keys are hanging by my bag. Good, I'm happy you found them. Can you see all the examples of the present continuous in this conversation? Here's our highlighted examples of the present continuous. You can see that sometimes we are using present simple and sometimes present continuous. Are you busy is present simple. I'm looking for my keys is present continuous. So both of these are very useful when we're talking about right now. All right, thanks for studying with me. I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.